Welcome to Firefighting in Canada this week. I'm Tamara Teek. Today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week we're giving you a sneak peek at the September issue of Firefighting in Canada. Editor Laura King looks at the strategy for managing wildfire fighting resources in British Columbia. Training officer Chris Vanderberg goes back to the trucks and learns a thing or two in the process. And Comox Chief Gord Schreiner offers up some cost-effective firefighter safety tips that any department can implement. Our September cover story focuses on the coordinated effort to manage resources in British Columbia. The province's 6 Type 1 Incident Command teams, along with career and volunteer firefighters and officers, are working together to fight fires and protect communities. Burns Lake Fire Chief Robert Krause worked with BC WILDFIRE for 36 years and was helping out when 100 Mile House was evacuated in early July. He says changes after the destructive 2003 wildfire season have helped teams work together more efficiently and effectively.
So since 2003, all of the organizations involved in managing large wildfires have a better understanding of their roles and responsibilities. That means when we go into community meetings that BC WILDFIRE talks about the status of the fire and the firefighting efforts, and local government speaks to the evacuations and the evacuees and how the fire is going to affect the evacuation alerts and orders. Makes for a very solid message that gets out to the public with no confusion as to who's responsible for what.
Under BC's state of emergency, the Office of the Fire Commissioner has the authority to create a provincial fire department by gathering resources from departments. Krause says the system has been extremely effective and all departments are voluntarily cooperating. Brampton firefighter Chris Vanderberg recently graduated from recruit school for the second time. Vanderberg had been a training officer for 10 years when he decided to go back on the trucks and go through the recruit training program he had created. Vanderberg was quickly outed by one of his classmates as the former training officer, and it turns out learned as much from the recruits as they did from him.
It was a fascinating experience being in the recruit class with a bunch of people. We'd worked really hard in Brampton to kind of create an environment where it was subject-centered, and we were accepting of information coming from all the students. And I really found it interesting to learn probably just as much from some of the other guys in the class that I had from instructors or previous mentors that I'd worked with. I certainly walked away from the experience becoming a better firefighter and realizing that some of the things that I thought I had mastered were things that I could improve upon, or there was a different way of doing things. So it was a really great opportunity.
Firefighting in Canada columnist Gord Schreiner practices what he preaches, especially when it comes to firefighter safety. In his September Stop Bad column, Schreiner outlines the steps his department has taken to reduce risk and increase firefighter health and well-being, including more fire prevention activities. After all, fewer fires means less risk. Schreiner says little things such as adding CO detectors on all rigs to monitor scenes, taking firefighters' blood pressure before every training session, and enhancing pre-plans to provide firefighters with more information en route to calls can have a big impact. Schreiner's column and all our September stories will be available online at firefightingincanada.com. That's our show for now from Annex Business Media's Niche TV Newsroom. Thank you to our sponsor, VFIS of Canada. On behalf of all of us here at Niche TV, thanks for watching.